Oh, that's great. Looks like we're in good shape. Got the images. Um, Typical paint program, Corel Draw or Photoshop. So I've got all the images that could go on the cow stress ball. We're gonna we're gonna transfer them on the back here, so we can scoot over to the program and just see how it's going to look on the back of the cow. So it's a black background here. So we want to see how any one of these images, the moon, the cheese, the earth, the burgers, Ferrari. We want to see how the images are going to look on the back of the stress cow, because it's got a black background. If it had a white background, that's how the images would look, or could say yellow background. So I think we're in good shape. The black background looks just fine. So close that preview, and well, we can go to print. So I've got the paper here. Transfer paper. I'm just going to put it in the printer. Get it nice and positioned and prepared. I'm having to do this one-handed, but should manage. And okay, we're ready, and I'm just going to push print. So I'm going to get that printed up. Just move over to the back here. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. See the images here. Now you have to be careful not to touch the ink in any way, because it will smudge. It still comes fresh out of the printer. So what we have to do to kind of pre-prepare the ink and make it a bit more workable, because we're going to have to cut these out, is we're just going to fuse it. And you can use a hairdryer, or this is a heat gun that I have. You can get at any typical hardware store. And we're just going to fuse the ink that's on the paper. So, and notice the color changing with the ink. So I'm just going to get a little closer and just notice when I turn on the heat how the color changes. A slight color change. So all these guys are fused onto the paper. Just get this out of the way. And the paper is a bit more workable now. Now we still don't want to be touching the actual images, because the ink will smudge, but it's just that little bit more workable. So because I'm working with one hand here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the phone down, and I'm going to cut out the images that we can transfer onto the cow. So maybe I'll just cut out one of each image, and we've got an image of the moon here. We've got the cheese. We've got the earth. We've got the burger, Ferrari logo. We've got the cash, and we've got SpongeBob here, and we've got the baby. So I'm going to cut out one of each, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut one of each of the images out from here. Now, if they were more uniform, you could probably get away with using one of those guillotine cutters, but I've just used the scissors to go around and cut each one out. So each of these guys are ready to use and transfer onto our stress ball. I'm just going to bring them over. We're going to transfer the Ferrari logo to our standard phone cover, and I've got the silicon pad. I'm going to put that onto the hot plate, and that's running at 230 degrees. So hot plate sitting there. We've got the foam pad. We've got some activator. It's on a little bit of cloth. So we're gonna, before we put the image on, we're gonna transfer. We're gonna have a little bit of activator, just a smidgen of activator on there, because that helps the ink transfer. And so we're preheating the pad here, and we can take the logo and position it so that we've got proper. Oh, forgot to apply the activator, so just a little bit of activator on there. Make sure it's pre-prepared. Careful not to smudge the image. I'm just going to put it down there on the pad, and I'm just going to apply. So this silicone pad has been nicely heated, and I'm just going to apply some uniform pressure onto the logo. Alright, so we've applied the last of the heat, the silicone pad, and we just let it cool for, say, 20 to 30 seconds. Let the ink go to work, and we can ever so carefully remove the paper to reveal the image. Ferrari. And just to give it, just to remove any gloss, you can apply some heat on the silicone pad and just roll it over the Ferrari sign, and that brings it into the leather nicely. So now you've got a Ferrari phone holder. Awesome.